This yoga channel is meant to challenge your body and relax your mind. It is okay if you cannot complete each exercise or hold each pose. We will make progress together each time we roll out our mats. Do this practice for yourself. Relieve your stress and bring peace to your mind and soul. Strengthen your muscles and achieve your fitness goals. You can do this. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. All you need is your mat and a positive mindset. These videos will only take 10 to 30 minutes out of your day. So let's get started. Roll out those mats and let's do this together. Let's begin our flexibility for splits in downward facing dog. Bring those heels to the ground and stretch out those legs. Now raise your right leg up to the sky. Hold it there. Bend your knee and twist your body so that your hips are in line with each other. Stay strong. Hold this position. Feel the stretch. Step that right foot in front of you. Drop your left knee to the ground and stretch out your hip flexor. Place your hands on your right knee. This will add more pressure and allow you to go deeper in this stretch. Breathe and hold this position. Great. Now shift back and straighten your right leg. Square out those hips. Bring that right hip back and left hip forward. Try to touch your forehead to your knee. Keep that right foot flexed. And just feel that stretch. Move back into your low lunge and stretch it out in downward facing dog. Walk it out in this position. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and twist your body so that your hips are in line with each other. Feel that stretch. Step that left foot in front of you and drop your right knee to the ground. Bring those hands onto your left knee to add more pressure and go deeper in this stretch. Move your hips back and straighten that left leg. Flex your foot. Square off those hips by pulling that left hip back and right hip forward. Bring that forehead to your knee. Feel this stretch. Just breathe. Great. Now walk it out in downward facing dog. Move into plank and stretch it out in upward facing dog. Lift those thighs off the ground. Twist your body and drop that left hip as you look over your right shoulder. Now drop your right hip and look over your left shoulder. Great. Come back to your knees. Stretch it out, just relax. Move into a seated position and pull those knees into your chest with your back on the ground. Grab onto your right ankle and pull that leg towards your forehead. Straighten out your left leg and keep it off the ground. Hold this position. Just keep stretching that leg. Pull it even closer. Feel that stretch. Keep breathing. Switch legs. Grab onto that left ankle and pull that leg as close as possible to your forehead. Try to touch your forehead to your knee if you can. Now come up into a seated position with your feet out in front of you. Flex your feet and bring your hands behind your toes. Now transition into your plank position and move back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, bend your knee, and bring that right foot to the outside of your mat. Roll that foot out. Come onto your elbows and stretch out that hip and leg. Make sure that left leg is straight behind you. Hold this position. Place that right hand on your knee and add some pressure to go deeper. Now walk that right foot back to the center. Straighten that right leg and lift your left heel off the ground. Square out your hips, pulling that right hip back and left hip forward. Bring your forehead to your knee. Now we are going to move into our splits. Lower your hips down as far as they will go. Stay on your hands if you need to. It is okay if you cannot go all the way to the ground. Just go as low as you can. Drop that forehead to your knee if you can. And push up with your hands to come out of your splits. Walk it out in downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg, bend your knee, and step that left foot to the outside of your mat. Roll your foot out, come down to your elbows, and feel that stretch. Make sure that right leg is straightened out behind you. Place your left hand on your left knee and push it away from you. Go deeper in this stretch. Straighten out your left leg. Make sure your hips are square by pulling that left hip back and right hip forward. Make sure your right heel is lifted off the ground and bring your forehead to your knee. Lower your hips and come down into a split position as far as you can go. Hold it here. Just feel that stretch. It does not matter how low you are to the ground. Just keep stretching and hold it. Drop your forehead to your knee and raise your hips using your arms for support. Move back into downward facing dog and walk it out. Walk your legs to the center of your mat. Now spread your legs apart. Hold onto your ankles and bring your forehead to the ground if you can. Feel this stretch. Just hold it here and breathe. Now bend one knee at a time and come into a side lunge stretch. Try to go as low as you can. Continue to alternate your legs, stretching each leg out. Drop that right knee to the ground. Sit back and keep that left foot flexed. Now bring your hands towards your foot and stretch out that left leg. Hold it here. Raise that right arm up to the sky and look up if you can to go even deeper. Now switch legs. Bend that left leg and straighten out your right leg. Flex your right foot. Sit back. Bring your hands over to your right foot and stretch out. Raise that left arm up to the sky and look up if you can. Feel that deep stretch in your hips. Great. Now straighten both legs and sit back. Bring your hands forward and try to reach as far as possible. Grab onto your toes if you can. Bring that forehead to the ground. Just stretch as low as possible. Come on up to your knees. Bring your elbows onto the ground as we make our way into a middle split position. Lower your hips as low as you can. You do not have to come all the way down. Just breathe and hold the stretch as low as you can go. Great. Now work your way up by walking your feet towards the middle of your mat. Come on up to your hands. Move into downward facing dog and walk it out. You did great. Come into your plank and stretch it out in upward facing dog. Hold it there and move back into child's pose. Bring your forehead to the ground. Just relax and breathe in this position. Make your way to the center of your mat on your knees. You did an amazing job today. You stretched out your body in so many ways. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.